respect the flag. That's all I can say.
Alright, we're going to show you how to make a strawberry pie. And then there's a cat here. Another one down there just went in the box. There's a shadow there. Okay, you make pudding, vanilla pudding. Okay. Then you make strawberry jello. Real stuff, not that instant crap. You have to cook it. And I'll pause for a second. Alright, then you use a graham cracker crust, okay? And what you do is you freeze the crust. Alright, you want it good and frozen, solid. Then you take the pudding, dump the pudding in it, and I'll show you how to do that. But what I do is I dump some pudding in it, and then how much? I don't know. As much as it looks right. Not all of it, obviously. And then you pour it in the crust, and then you take the crust and you turn it, and you keep moving it until it, I'll show you. Alright, you dump a little bit of pudding in it. How much, you ask? I honestly don't know. I dump in about that much. Then you let the rest run down the side, make a mess. Alright, then what I do is just take it and just keep doing that. What helps is when you freeze the crust, it helps it adhere quickly. Now what the pudding does is it helps the crust stay more crispy. Alright? And that's the whole idea of the pudding. And it adds good taste too. But anyway, you just keep twirling it. I might have dumped a little bit too much pudding, but there is no right and there's no wrong. Dump it as much as you feel like. And you can see how it's already thickening up. Okay? And you got to be careful because if you dump it too far, you'll have a mess. You know, you wouldn't want the crust to be like all over the floor where the cats are getting into it. But you can see how it's already thickening up. And that's the whole idea of freezing the crust. And then the crust will not absorb any of the pudding. And that's the whole idea. Oh, see there? Took it too far. Well, the crust was already cracked. So that does happen. And you can see it's already solidified enough where it'll stay up on the sides. Alright, and then we'll fade out. Fix this. That's what a spoon's for. Gotta put it back in place. More or less. Doesn't matter. It's a homemade pie. What do you expect? And then once the jello's done, then that's a whole other situation. Alright, and there's the strawberries. How many? I don't know. If you get a, well, this is 32 ounces, so a couple of pounds probably, I'm guessing. I'm not really sure. It just depends on what looks good to you. You don't want overly ripe strawberries. You want firm ones, unlike, you know, breasts as you get older. So you don't want firm, you want firm ones, not the baggy ones. But if they're soft, don't put them in there. You want the strawberries to be, you know, crispy, firm strawberries. Anyway, I got about 2 pounds there, depending on the size crust. Now, you take these and you add it to the jello, if we have the jello here. We always cool the jello first a little bit. Alright, and there's the strawberry pie. What you do is you take 1.5 cup, you make, you know, long cooked jello or whatever. You use 1.5 cup of water to fix it like you normally do. Then you add 1 cup of ice. You don't crush the ice, you leave it cubed, and you use 1 cup of ice. And mix it together. And then as it chills enough, then you add the strawberries in, and you refrigerate it. And then you stir it periodically until everything congeals together. When it's almost congealed together, boom, you pour it in the prepared pie shell with the pudding, and there you have a strawberry pie, and it is excellent. Then obviously refrigerate it until it finishes gelling. And that's how you make a strawberry pie. So it's pretty simple. You need a shell, pudding, vanilla, jello, and strawberries.